Hi guys, I am Trish with Unique Me 303 Healing and Empowerment. This will be a romance and love pick-a-pile reading. What is your person currently thinking about you? What is going on in the connection? And so on and so forth. So go ahead and tune in to one of the three piles. The elephant is pile number 1. The die is pile number 2. And this pretty stone is pile number 3. So take a few seconds to tune into those, whether it be the card, the pile, or the object on top of it. Whichever it is that you feel most drawn to, go ahead and connect with that. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start with pile number 1. If you pick pile number 1, this is going to be your reading. So let's go ahead and begin. So the first card that came out is perspective. So I do believe that there is something that's going on within this connection where one person is seeing things totally different than another person, and maybe it's causing some sort of conflict within the relationship. I was told to put this down here. However, what I am feeling from this is that there is going to be some sort of common ground that is found. There will be some sort of resolution or something of that sort when it comes to seeing eye to eye or seeing equally or something like that. I do believe that this reading is a divine connection. This is a connection that may be either a soulmate or a twin flame connection. Both of the people within this are going through some sort of major spiritual awakening. I do believe that they're going through a journey within a journey. Many activations that are happening at this time. Spiritual gifts awakening. Maybe even deepening of some natural talents. Maybe going through this time of really wondering what the hell they're supposed to be doing within this connection. I do feel a lot of confusion that is coming with these two cards here. So one or both of you may be very confused. You may even be separated at this time is what I'm getting with this. And I know a lot of the twin flame connections are definitely separated at this time and not very connected. So if you are one of those people, that may resonate with you. But I do feel like both parties are going through some sort of time of seeing things a little bit differently. Maybe past partners or karmic partners are coming back and they're having to release certain aspects of their life that have to do with karmic partners or karmic situations. It doesn't even have to be a past romantic relationship. It could be something within the family dynamic that is being healed or what have you. But there's definitely a bunch of lessons being learned, higher understanding of what exactly is happening within, you know, these things that are being healed. But I do believe it's a lot about healing karmic situations so that when you come back into union, if you're not already into union, it's going to be easier. So for those of you that are already living together or maybe in some sort of committed relationship with your soulmate or twin flame, there still is a lot of questioning whether or not this relationship is something that you want to have. There is mostly questions due to the fact that you have a lot of things that still need cleared out in the within your karmic debt. So this is lessons that still needs to be learned. So, you know, as they are presenting themselves to you, make sure that you're taking the action steps necessary. Some of you, it's going to be baby steps. It's going to take you a while to get there. Or maybe you've been feeling as if like your significant other or this person that you're thinking about during this reading has been taking way too much time, because I do feel as if some of you are like, I'm ready to give up. You know, I'm seeing things from a higher perspective and this person just isn't changing enough for me. They aren't taking the time to heal the things that need to be healed within their karmic relationships or, you know, taking care of their karmic debt or what have you. So some of you are taking the initiative to walk forward in a totally different direction. This isn't going to resonate with all of you. Some of you are still going to continue to stay with this person, you know, what have you. But I do feel, however, some of you are going to be looking back like, man, am I making the right choice? Was this you know, a decision that maybe I should have taken some more time to decide on? Because I do feel as if like time is of the essence. Like if you just wait 5 minutes before or don't leave 5 minutes before the miracle happens and wait and just have faith and trust, then it'll all work out. But I do believe that some of you are just like tired of waiting, tired of them not changing, tired of doing your own healing work and not feeling as if they're doing anything to bring this connection back together. or what have you. There are a lot of emotions that are running high, and they have to do with, you know, the either guilt and shame from the past connection that you guys have had together if you are in separation, or maybe there's something that, you know, from your karmic debt that has got you really shaken up. You know, I had somebody come back from my past that I had already done a lot of healing with, and it opened up a lot of feelings of not really wanting to be with that person, but wondering what it would be like to be with that person again and everything, because it was so good until they cheated on me, right? So even though I realized, you know, later on, like, oh my gosh, I've already healed this. This is just, you know, my self's way, or my higher self's way of showing me, like, this is already healed. Don't go back to it. So there's a lot of emotions that may be coming up with past connections and things of that sort, but they're asking you to not let your past hold you back from connecting with what you know is supposed to be yours, that divine counterpart, whether it is a twin flame connection or a soulmate, it doesn't really matter, but knowing that there was some sort of divine connection here or what have you. I do feel like a lot of people are really stuck in their fears or in their ways of being doubtful. So that even might be one of the lessons that you're going through learning at this time, is that, you know, it's really about practicing patience, faith, trust, divine timing, and things of that sort, instead of worrying about, oh, they're going to continue to be the same way. They're not changing. They're not healing what they need to heal. Don't worry about what they're healing or not healing. Focus on yourself. Continuously put time and energy into healing your karma and lifting the veil from all of those illusions, so that you can be seeing things from a higher perspective, from that bird's eye view, and just know exactly what your next steps are when it comes to this connection. Many of you, I do feel, are already releasing things that have to do with the past, very much in tune with the lessons that they needed to learn. Some of you are even maybe at the last stages of healing things and, you know, feeling like, okay, I just need this other person to get their shit together so that we can be in union. So, but a lot of healing has definitely taken place. A lot of growth has taken place is what I'm hearing. But for some of you, there's still things that need to be released. Some of you, it's a third-party situation, whether this be like another relationship or, you know, healing some sort of karmic debt that came from, you know, parents or death of somebody or what have you. And it's just affected your ability to love or to trust in love, something of that sort. So make sure that you're working with Archangel Michael, and Archangel Gabriel is coming through as well to help you to release the blocks that have to do with whatever this is referring to. But for most of you, this is going to be some sort of fear about the connection, some sort of fear that it's always going to be the way that it was, or, you know, what have you. But, you know, Archangel Michael is asking you to release those fears, release whatever it is that is holding you back from this connection. However, if you're one of those people that are with a twin flame or a soulmate and you're kind of the opposite, it could be the energies are opposite, as in like, you know, you've got your shit together. They've still got a lot of fears and everything. And those fears are causing them to ghost you, or maybe it's causing them to not want to get back into union or what have you. And some of you just need to move on. Take those baby steps that are going to help you to push forward in any way, shape, or form possible. I do want to get some of my twin flame cards, my soulmate cards, the ones that I did create, just for some extra messages real quick. Pile one, please. Thank you. So the first one that came out is self-love and self-care are important. If I don't fully love me, I can't properly love you. So there's definitely a dynamic of healing taking place, you know, getting self together, you know, seeing different perspectives about their life and changing, or vice versa, or both, you know, both of you changing aspects of your life so that you can be in union. I think about all the fun and good times we had together. When it was good, it was great. I miss them. I want this again. So some of you may be thinking about reuniting with this soulmate or twin flame, or, you know, getting past these fears and, you know, starting something anew. I hope that you got something out of your reading, pile number one. Much love to you. Don't forget that I do have a full reading giveaway that is going to be happening on the first video of the month. So all you have to do is watch this video, like this video, and put your name or a comment in the comments along with the date so you can be put on the list. Thank you guys. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Hi there, pile number 2. If you picked this pile or the number 2 die, then this pile is for you. The first card is Know Your Worth. Some of you may be going through a connection where you don't feel quite worthy, or maybe you don't feel like you're worthy of their time and energy or something of that sort. Some of you may even have some sort of relationship where this person that you're thinking about maybe treats you in a negative way, or they down put you, as in like shame you in some way, shape, or form, or talk down to you, bully you, maybe even. But I do feel as if this is a time of letting go of that connection, or letting go of this feeling of not being worthy. So a lot of you are learning lessons in forgiving, forgiveness of self or your partner, or maybe just forgiving something within this connection. However, I do feel like there's things from past relationships that may be coming up that are coming to the surface that you need to let go of and forgive. Some of these past relationships could also have been those types of connections that made you feel unworthy, and now you're in a relationship that's like showing you the lessons of being worthy and how much you are loved and things of that sort. So the Ascended Masters are asking you to pay attention to the types of visions that you're having, repeated thoughts at this time, and things of that sort. They are giving you some sort of insight into things that need to be healed at this time that have to do with forgiveness in past relationships, so that in this connection, you can be somewhat of a healed person, someone that is feeling worthy and more confident, so that this connection will be of a better value than any of your other previous relationships. So definitely going through lessons in love, lessons in knowing your worth, and maybe even lessons in trust is what I am hearing. I do feel like a lot of you are connecting with the Ascended Masters through music for whatever reason. I'm hearing songs repeating over and over and over again within my head. So maybe some of you are getting some sort of assistance on what your next step is, or what the other person is feeling about you at this time through music lyrics that you're hearing within your mind. Some of you are needing to connect with your third eye chakra through meditation, that there's going to be some sort of things that come up that have to do with connection from the past, like I was already saying. So this is just a confirmation of what I was saying. But some of you may even be going through a connection with your third eye awakening at this time, seeing the energies of love in many different ways, shapes, or forms, whether it be you're having some sort of visions of things to come. Maybe you're seeing auras around objects, seeing angels and things of that sort. So this card may even be telling me that this connection, that both of you may be somebody that's very intuitive, maybe very connected with visions or some sort of spiritual gifts and things of that sort. I do believe that some of you that are watching this definitely have some sort of spiritual connection with the person that you're thinking about. Okay, so I do feel like there is a lot of asking questions about, you know, what is going on within this connection. Really a little bit confused or indecisive about which direction you want to go, whether you're already in a connection with somebody or you're just thinking about having a connection with somebody. But I do feel like this card is, you know, stressing the point of not stressing out about a connection. The more that you stress out about a connection, the more walls that you put up. So they're asking you to give of your time and energy in other places, you know, whether it be giving of your service and time to somebody else, or maybe it be working on a creative project, or whatever it may be. But I do feel like some of you need to get the focus off of the negative aspects of what are going on within this connection, whether it be this, you know, past relationships that you still need to heal, or they need to heal, or maybe it's just, you know, things just aren't going exactly the way that you feel like they should be going, and, you know, you're a little bit low on your confidence. So you need to take the time to get yourself busy and doing things that are going to bring your self-esteem back up. So writing I am affirmations like I am beautiful, I am loved, I am worthy, I am whatever, you know, and really starting to feel more in your personal power. But I do feel like whatever is going on within your love life, your connection, there's definitely some kind of really strange energy. You know, there's an energy of not feeling worthy of the connection. So this could be from you or the others. There's an energy of needing to forgive past relationships. There's also an energy of, you know, ascended masters or guides that are teaching you or helping you with things along the way so that you can have a better relationship. So for many of you, for pile number 2, I don't feel as if you're in a connection, or if you're in a connection, it might not be the best connection for you. So if you're somebody that's in a very good connection, this reading might not be your reading. I do feel like the angels and the ascended masters both are trying to help you with this connection. They're leading you to things that you need to heal at this time, especially when it comes to forgiveness of yourself and others, or maybe within a connection that you're already in. But I do feel as if the angels are wanting to help you with this. They are also wanting to see whether or not this is something that you're just like lustful about, or if it's something that you are really trying to manifest. So a lot of things are coming out about a manifestation. So this card's about manifesting as well. So I also feel, okay, they're showing me the music lyrics coming from like the angels and the ascended masters, but I'm also feeling as if many of you are starting to connect with numbers as well as animal symbolism. So if you're seeing animals that keep coming up to mind, or you keep having repeated thoughts about them, seeing them on billboards or out in nature or what have you, when you look at the animal symbolism, it's going to give you guidance for what you're going through within your love life. So, somebody may be seeing doves or lovebirds or something of that sort. That's an indicator that you're on the right path within your romantic connection or what have you. So a lot of information about guides being of assistance to you. So I do feel like it's so weird. This is a love reading, but I do feel like most of the love needs to be on self at this time. I believe that this card is the fairy guide card. It's blank so that you can connect with your guides or your fairy guides at this time. And I don't feel like this is being specific to fairy guides, but I feel like it's like they want you to meditate. They want you to get connected with these ascended masters, with these angels, with the part of you that needs to be healed, you know, connection with higher self or whatever. They're wanting you to get so deep in meditation that you're starting to see your guides, starting to hear your guides, starting to feel them, you know, starting to connect with them on such a way that every little aspect of your love life is being navigated through into, if that makes sense. So they're going to give you every little bit of information that you need, even through this animal symbolism. So numbers, intuition, these clairvoyant visions that you may be having, clairaudient connections that you're also having, telepathic communications as well. So a lot of, you know, coming together with these connections through healing of yourself. So connecting with these guides at this time and healing of yourself is really going to enable you to have a better relationship, one that is of higher value than what you're used to. I do feel like a lot of weight being on my shoulders at this time. So some of you just may feel as if like you're not really where you want to be with a connection within a romantic relationship. But what Spirit is saying is that there is going to be a time of clarity. There is going to be some light cast upon the shadows, that it's not always going to be this way. But take care of you, loving yourself, you know, getting yourself connected with these masters, getting connected with your intuition and higher self and that inner voice and things of that sort. And things will become more clear to you on exactly what you need to do to become more stable within your relationships, whether or not you're in one now or not. I do feel for most of you that are watching this probably are just worried about romance, or maybe already separated from somebody and not actually in a committed relationship, but just wondering about what is going to be happening next in their romance and love. And what this is saying is like, it needs to be about self-love. It needs to be about you know, forgiving yourself and others, finding your worth, building your confidence, you know, getting some sort of spiritual connection that's strong or what have you. And then there's going to be clarity on relationships or what you need to do within the dynamic of the relationship that you're currently in. I do want to get you guys some of my romance cards that I made, Twin Flame Soulmate deck that I made. Let's see what messages they have for pile number 2. Give me one more card, please. For pile number 2. Thank you. I dream about you often. It sometimes is so intense. I wake up feeling like it was real. I meet you in the etherics. I am awakening to higher states of awareness. I am connected to higher self, angels, guides, Source God, and I know my next steps. I trust. So this is more about for you. Like this may be somebody that's thinking about you, dreaming about you, fantasizing about you, or what have you. Somebody that's going to be connecting with you, or maybe you're already connected with, but this card is about you. You are waking to higher states of awareness, higher states of consciousness by connecting with these things and, you know, putting things together through your intuition and all these other signs and synchronicities. And then I fantasize about you often. It can be very intense at times. So somebody is definitely fantasizing about you, thinking about you, maybe up all night worrying about the connection or things of that sort. But again, for most of you, I do feel like this is somebody that's not in a connection, or maybe are separated in some sort of connection or something like that, and need to be working on self. I hope that you got something out of your reading. Pile number 3 or pile number 2. I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 3. Hi there, pile number 3. If you pick this stone or pick this pile of cards, then this reading is going to be for you. Let's see what we got going on in love and romance. What is going on in love and romance at this time for you? This could be answers to if you're already in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, or if you're separated from somebody in a relationship. It doesn't matter. It can apply to all. However, what I do feel with this reading is a couple different dynamics. The first dynamic is that there is some sort of divine union that is happening. It could be with a twin flame, with a soulmate, or what have you, but it is definitely some sort of divinely planned union. I do feel like this connection has a lot to do with some sort of healing dynamic. So many of you could be learning different things from your partner, whoever it is that you are coming in union with. But you guys have healed some sort of major dynamics. There's a lot of new beginnings that are happening because of the healing that has taken place. Some of you may have even been separated for quite some time to do this healing, is what I'm feeling. But Irises of the Rainbow is telling me that there's a promise of brighter days ahead within this connection, that there is some sort of unity, some sort of union, some sort of coming together. A lot of different perspectives have been like seen about this connection during this time of healing. I do feel like most of you are still in somewhat of a healing process. Maybe you got one foot in one timeline and another foot in another timeline because that's something that's been coming up. But I do feel like there's some sort of dynamics that still need healed. However, I feel like most of what needs to be healed within this dynamic is being healed, and things are starting to come back together. Whether or not you're already in union with this person, already in a connection with this person, or maybe you're already maybe you're separated and, you know, you guys are starting to have some sort of shift within this feelings of needing to be separated, to where you're like, oh, I'm starting to have feelings for this person again, or I'm seeing different perspectives about, you know, why this healing had to take place, or why I was triggered from this or that, or, you know, why I felt rejection or abandonment, or, you know, as if this connection could never work, even though I love them so deeply. So a lot of different perspectives are being gained from this time of healing that has happened. However, Spirit is saying, like, there's a lot of new beginnings ahead, a lot of doors that are going to open for you guys that is going to enable you to come back together if you're not together already. So maybe if there's distance or something of that sort, like a coming together of maybe having your own place and moving in together, or, you know, maybe there was some sort of financial burdens, like you didn't feel like you had enough money to bring to the table, or enough to bring to the table, and, you know, there's doors opening up for a better job, or maybe even entrepreneurship that is going to enable you to feel more confident and courageous and feel like it's okay to go back into union with this person, you know. But many different doors are opening up at this time that is going to help this connection to get back together, or to have a better union if you already are together. Okay, and then there is some things that are still going on a cellular level. Some of you may still be going through some physical or emotional purging at this time. So you could be going through times of having a lot of pain within the body, or maybe having crying spouts, or, you know, anger spouts, or what have you. And it's just because there's still some things that are finishing up. Again, like I was saying, some of you are still having like one foot into an old timeline and still healing aspects of things from the past. Maybe not even with this connection, but maybe with other connections. Some of you you're awakening to higher states of awareness and coming in tune with your spiritual gifts, and maybe starting to have some sort of like shock to your system because of those things. So there's still some deep healing that's happening on both sides is what I am feeling with this connection. It may not be happening on both sides, but I do feel for most of you that it is. There is some sort of divine timing at play when it comes to this union. Right now, I do feel like many of you or most of you are probably still gaining more perspective, starting to see things differently than what you have in maybe the past several months or several weeks, what have you. But again, this is a promise of brighter days ahead, of a brighter future and things of that sort. So just know time isn't running out. Even if you've been separated for a year, but you've just known that that this connection was supposed to be coming back together. The timing is not running out. There is still time. There is still things that are being sorted out, healed, changed, you know, what have you. But I do feel like most of it has to do with the perspective that you or your person has about this relationship or about this connection, about this union, what have you. You are going to survive this. There is going to be solutions for whatever it is that is still being healed within this. Again, they're showing me like there is going to be many doors that are going to open, but it's up to you to walk through them. There is still going to be some fears I feel like most of you are going to have, but they're saying, you know, just go with the flow, allow yourself to be present in whatever it is that spirit is doing for you, the universe, the angels, your guidance is doing for you. And you're going to see like a lot of new beginnings starting to happen. You're going to start to feel more of a unity, of some sort of coming together. And you're going to be able to enjoy the pleasures of life, enjoy love, enjoy making love, enjoy being a part of some sort of divine connection and things of that sort. But this is also about you know, just allowing yourself to receive, okay? This is a card of allowing yourself to receive pleasure, love, joy, happiness, patience, peace, unity, and coming together of some sort of, you know, major connection. I do feel like there's a lot of spiritual connection within this connection, whether or not you're in separation or what have you. So you guys may be feeling people, your person, or they may be feeling you very connected telepathically or just energetically to where maybe you're all of a sudden starting to purge some tears. It's because they are purging tears. They are sad or thinking about you, or maybe you're thinking about this connection a lot, and that's just letting you know that they're thinking about you too. I do want to get some love messages for pile number 3. This is the deck that I created, so let's see what they have to say for you. You didn't get as many cards as the other 2 piles, so I'm going to give you a few more of these love and romance cards. Give me one more, please. Pile number 3 in love and romance. Give me one more card, please, for pot. Thank you. Okay, so you got, I loved you then, I love you still, I will love you always. Never doubt my love for you. It is infinite. An infinite connection, infinite bond. I am done fighting. Can we figure a way to work this out? So definitely thoughts of coming back together, you know, seeing different perspectives. So maybe it's changing somebody's mind. I love you to infinity and beyond. So, you know, 3 cards of love that is infinite. So this is definitely some sort of divine connection. I love you still. I want you still. So all of these cards have to do with, you know, really loving you, really wanting to be with you, you know, what have you. So this is a good indicator that if you're not already in union, that the union is definitely going to happen. It will happen soon. Just have faith, patience, and trust and things of that sort. There is still some healing that's going on. Even when you come back into union, there's probably going to be some triggering and healing that still needs to be done. And, but I do feel like it is all going to work out. Just trust that everything is going to be okay. I hope that you got something out of your reading. Pile number 3. Much love to you guys. Don't forget about the full reading giveaway by watching this video, liking this video, and then either putting your name or a comment in the comments along with the date. You'll be put on the list. Everybody have a wonderful day. Much love, guys. Bye.